Hello, everyone. Yours truly, Jimmy Williams, again, back with another great and informative video. This video is going out to some of my more seasoned clients. You've been with me a long time. If you haven't, and you see this video, it doesn't matter. I'm looking for passive investors who are willing to just put up their credit. Basically, I'm looking for credit angels. That's the story of the day. Um, I'm looking for someone to actually just partner with, and you can actually use your credit to get funded from me. In other words, we're willing to pay you to be a co-signer with two of the major projects that I'm doing right now, and I'm going to go over them in just a moment. If you've been watching me for some length of time, you know I'm always looking for creative ways of financing, business funding, real estate projects that put money in people's pockets. All right, and I've been trying to master this for quite some time, and I'm finding some good things that's out there, but today you'll be really excited to hear what I have for you. And again, it's just you're just going to plug in, become a credit angel, basically a silent partner with your credit, co-signer, and you get paid. All right. I'm going to go over both opportunities that I have here. And it says 50,000 here, but you can actually earn up to 100,000 or maybe more than that. But I'm going to explain that really, really quickly, and I'll be done for the day. Number one, the first opportunity that I have is a silent credit angel to help my company raise the funds that we're looking for per corporation. So I have about 3 corporations here in Georgia, and I'm looking to get upwards of $300,000 per corporation. Now, this is business funding. All right. So it's not personal funding. So it doesn't report to my personal credit or your personal credit. However, we still need a credit angel, a person to be the primary source of being what's the word I'm looking for here? Uh, the personal guarantor. That's the word I was looking for. So you'll be the personal guarantor, and you're just going to be silent. You're not going to say anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to come up with any money out of pocket. We do all of that for closing costs if it's needed. And my company is going to pay you 10% of whatever we raise per corporation. So each corporation, we're going to shoot for at least 300 grand. So that's $30,000 for you. That's 10% of whatever I get funded. Quick example here. Let's say because we go to several banks to get this funding. And by the way, I have someone already working on the business credit side of things, the lines of credit, all the things I'm going to need to get business credit cards, lines of credit, and term loans and things of that nature to build out the file for business credit. And we're almost there. We just need the credit angel now. And when you guys come on board, we're looking at maybe 4 to 6 weeks before the funding comes out. We start getting the funding in. Could be a little longer than that, but I'm hoping it won't be. But for example, let's say we go to 3 different banks, Wells Fargo here, and we go to, let's say, Citibank here and Truist here. You know, this first bank gives me 100 grand. You make 10%. You get a check cut for 10 grand. Second bank, 50,000. You get 5,000. Third bank, they give me 140,000. You get 14,000. So that's $290,000 right there just from those 3 banks. And we go to like 6 or 7 banks. The guy I'm working with, he knows exactly what banks to go to get the funding and how to bill out the credit file with a business credit file, how to bill it out to go to those banks to get the funding. And so that's $29,000 you guys would make just from those 3 banks. But we can get up to sometimes $300,000 to $500,000 per corporation. So you do the math on if it's $500,000, you make 50, right? So I have 3 companies, here in Georgia, and they've been active for quite some time. They're age corporations. So let's say we get 300,000, and we get, let's say, 400,000 on the last one. That's $1 million on all 3 together. So you guys would make $100,000 in cash for my company, real cash, real money, and it's pretty legit, guys. My partner's been doing it a long time, and I felt it was important for my company to jump on board and do it too. All right. If you're interested, you will sign a contract to, agreeing to the terms. Again, you will not have to pay back the loans. These are business loans for my business, for my company. They're not personal term loans. These are business loans with my company tied to it, nothing tied to you. That means we'll be responsible for the debt. All right. All funds will be wired to your bank account once every transaction's done. And you have to agree to be you sign a contract agreeing to be the personal guarantor of the deal. We'll fly you here to Atlanta, Georgia to go to the banks with us to do the funding. That's what we did with other clients. However, if you cannot make it, it's okay. We can do Skype or Zoom. If you can't make it, it's understandable, or maybe even a phone call. But we'd like to have you here if you could come to be here in person to sign the documents when we go to Wells Fargo and these other banks. All right. Number 2, This opportunity is similar, but it's even better, I think, because there's more residual income involved, and we're dealing with property here. So I need a co-signer, credit angel, silent angel, who's willing to help me, because I'm looking to buy multifamily properties here, eightplexes, fourplexes, apartment complex, condos, portfolios that have multiple buildings in them, multiple properties in them. We're starting, the fourplex and eightplex first, but we want to eventually buy, 5 and 10 million and $20 million buildings that already have tenants in them. They're already making money. You'll be able to see the cap rate and all of the technical technical things that go into real estate as far as the numbers. And we do all that stuff here because I've been doing this for a long time, and I have a good team to analyze the deal to see if it's a good deal. In other words, if the cap rate is bad, then it's not a good investment for us, right? Good cap rate in this area is between 6 to 8%, right? If you guys don't know what that means, it's whatever the property, it's worth, it makes anywhere from 6 to 10% per year on the deal. So, if it's less than that, whatever the property is worth, if it's less than 6 or 10% per year coming in, it's not a good deal, right? But I'm going to find properties that are good. So here's an example. Let's say I buy a building for $500,000, and after everyone is paid and all the debt's paid and the mortgage is paid, we walk away with $5,000 a month. That's still pretty good, right? Monthly, you're going to make 30% of that. So that's going to be $1,500 for you. So again, we're splitting profits 30-70 monthly. If it's $1 million building, let's say and it's making $10,000 a month, that's $120,000 a year. Okay, right? That's upwards of that's a 12% cap rate, which is extremely high. But this is just per se if we can do this, and it's possible to do it. Probably be a little bit less than that, but either way, that's a pretty good amount of money monthly coming in. You're going to make $3,000 per month on that 10,000. My company keeps 7 because we did all the work, we did all the vetting and keeping up the property. All you're doing is putting up your credit, and you're just a silent partner. Let's say we buy a $5 million building or a $10 million building. The profits monthly is $50,000 per month. Once the mortgage is paid, everything's paid, right? Workers, upkeep, etc. You're going to get a check for $15,000 per month, which is 30% of $50,000, month after month, year after year, until we decide to sell that property. Just like before, you're going to sign a contract agreeing to the terms. You will not be responsible for paying back the loans. That my business does that because we're going to be in contract. We're going to buy these properties in my company's name. So my company will be the one cutting the check to pay the debt. Payments will not expire. Here's the good news. Those payments will not expire, these residual income payments, until we sell the building. I was supposed to say sell there, but it's resell. But until we sell the buildings at a later date. Sometimes when we buy these buildings, we keep them for 5, 10, 15 years. So if we buy a building, let's say it's worth $2 million, right, this year, and we sell it 5 years later for $4 million, right? We're going to split the profit at closing, 70-30. However, it's only the profit we split. So if we buy it at $2 million, let's say we sell it 5 years from now for $4 million, we sold it at $4 million, but we still may owe $3 million. We don't know what the debt is on it. Whatever the debt is on it, and we pay that off, if we walk away with $1 million profit in the end, then the credit angel is going to make 30% of $1 million, which is $300,000. That's a big check for you guys. In addition to getting the monthly income will stop, but you'll get a lump sum check when the deal closes. My company keeps the 70%, which is a lot of, we all make a lot of money here because all you're doing, again, you're just putting up the credit, and you're going to be a silent partner with pretty much a 30% stake in that building. And in my business, basically, that's what we're paying you 30% out the door. If you agree to the terms, you'll sign an agreement to be the personal guarantor. You'll be a silent partner. And again, we'll fly you in, not from California. This is somebody else here, but wherever you are, we'll fly you in here to secure the funding with the banks. All right. If we can, we'll do Skype or something like that. But we want you to fly out here and do the closing. But a lot of you guys may be working, so we can do FaceTime or something. And I'll be at the closing table with the closing attorney and title company and all that. My company will be here in attendance if you cannot make it. But those are the two things that I have for you guys. And I think these are really, really good opportunities for you to really make some serious money. Okay. If you want to know more about how to do all this, and you want access to great business opportunities in real estate, and how to get access to really good funding companies, the lenders that I use and the connections that I have to get funding with little to no money out of pocket, how to get access to deals like this, I do have a program. It's a pretty elite program. The first day I'm going to really come out with this particular elite program is probably next week. If you guys are watching it, today's date is December 10th. So December 13th or 14th, the mid next week, I'm going to have this course out. I already have courses out on my website at jimmywilliamslive.com, but this course is elite. And I'm only taking about between 50 and 100 people to be a part of that, to get access to everything you see me doing here. And you want to be the one in control and buying your own buildings. I'll show you how to do it. I'll give you access to my lenders. But that program is $399 per month, $399 per month, because it's top notch. And I teach some of the deeper secrets of how to be very successful with multifamily property. Okay. Stuff that you won't really read in books sometimes, and some gurus don't teach it. But I'll teach it to you here. If not, if you just want to be a silent partner and invest with me, that's fine too. All right. Either way, I want to hear from you once you watch it. Email me back or send us a message or call us and say, hey, I want to set up a call with Jimmy. I saw what I liked, what I saw. I want to know more about it. I'm interested. All right. That's pretty much it, guys. Take care. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.